Top 5 craziest feuds between football managers and players. From the flying boot incident between Sir Alex Ferguson and David Beckham, to the training ground push by Roberto Mancini on Mario Balotelli. These are the greatest beefs in history between football managers and players. And first, February 12, 2003, the football world was rocked by a showdown between two Manchester United titans, David Beckham and Sir Alex Ferguson. Both known for their fiery personalities. Beckham, with his superstar status and iconic free-kick goals, clashed with the no-nonsense manager over Beckham's celebrity lifestyle and commercial commitments. The beef had been brewing over some time. However, things came to a head in the Manchester United dressing room after a match against Arsenal in 2003. According to insider reports, Sir Alex was unhappy with Beckham's performance and began to shout at him. Beckham shouted back, and the argument escalated until Sir Alex kicked a boot that hit Beckham in the face, causing a cut above his eye that required stitches. The incident caused a media frenzy, and there were rumors that Beckham would leave Manchester United. However, he stayed with the club for another season before moving to Real Madrid, and Ferguson had to continue without one of his top stars. While the details of what happened may never be fully known, it's clear that the incident strained the relationship between the two men. Sir Alex later apologized for the incident, and the two men have since made up. In fact, they reunited in 2015 to help UNICEF protect children in danger. Next is another Manchester United icon against his national team coach. The Roy Keane vs Mick McCarthy feud, also known as the Saipan incident, was a highly publicized quarrel between the Republic of Ireland national football team's captain and manager in May 2002. As the World Cup approached, the Republic of Ireland's national team witnessed one of the most explosive clashes in its history. The incident occurred during the team's preparations in Saipan for the 2002 FIFA World Cup in Japan. Roy Keane, the Irish hero, and manager Mick McCarthy had a major showdown. Keane, never one to mince words, had been unhappy with the team's preparations and the training facilities. He considered everything about the preparations unprofessional. The tension boiled over during a team meeting in Saipan, with Keane launching a scathing tirade. Keane delivered a 10-minute speech criticizing McCarthy, which caused a significant controversy in Irish society. It got ugly, and Keane left the squad just weeks before the World Cup, stating that he had been left in Saipan, not the other way around. Ireland's campaign at the World Cup was lackluster, and Keane's absence was felt deeply. In November 2006, Keane appeared to have reconciled with McCarthy when the two men settled their differences via a phone call ahead of a match between McCarthy's Wolverhampton Wanderers and Keane's Sunderland. But this fiery confrontation is still talked about among football fans. In the world of football feuds, the clash between Zlatan Ibrahimovic and Pep Guardiola stands out as one of the most intriguing and high-profile. The two are among the most successful and iconic figures in football. But their relationship is far from harmonious. Their paths crossed at Barcelona in the 2009-2010 season when Guardiola was in charge. Ibrahimovic, the towering Swedish striker, was signed for a club record fee, but he struggled to adapt to Guardiola's style of play. The two men were also involved in a number of heated exchanges on the training ground. Their relationship soured, and Zlatan's time at the Camp Nou was marked by tension and frustration. He left Barcelona after just one season, but the drama and the feud lingered in the football world's collective memory. The war of words. Since leaving Barcelona, Ibrahimovic has been very vocal in his criticism of Guardiola. He has accused the manager of playing him out of position, of favoring Lionel Messi over him, and of being a coward. Guardiola, for his part, has said that Ibrahimovic is a great player but that he didn't understand the way he played. The feud between Ibrahimovic and Guardiola has been reignited on several occasions over the years. In 2016, when Guardiola was managing Manchester City, Ibrahimovic was playing for Manchester United. The two teams met in the Manchester Derby, and Ibrahimovic scored 2 goals in a 2-1 win for United. After the match, Ibrahimovic said that Guardiola had no personality and that he was afraid of me. In 2018, Ibrahimovic published his autobiography, in which he dedicated a whole chapter to Guardiola. In the chapter, Ibrahimovic accused Guardiola of being a control freak and of not being a man. This clash serves as a stark reminder that even in the most successful teams, strong personalities and differences in football philosophy can lead to tumultuous relationships. Up next is Diego Costa vs Antonio Conte. You certainly know that Diego Costa and Antonio Conte remain two of the most successful figures at Chelsea in recent years. But their relationship was not without its ups and downs. They were key figures in Chelsea's Premier League title win in 2016-17. Costa scored 22 goals in the league, and Conte's tactical nous was instrumental in the team's success. In 2017, Costa expressed his desire to leave Chelsea for a move to China. Conte was reportedly unhappy with the decision, and he reportedly clashed with the player on several occasions. In August 2017, Costa and Conte were involved in a heated exchange on the training ground. The incident was caught on camera, and it led to speculation that Costa's time at Chelsea was over. In January 2018, Costa was sold to Atletico Madrid for a fee of £57 million. The transfer brought an end to a turbulent relationship between the player and the manager. The feud between Diego Costa and Antonio Conte was a classic case of a clash of egos. Both men were strong-willed and determined to get their own way, and their relationship eventually broke down as a result. Finally, Mario Balotelli and Roberto Mancini had a tumultuous relationship during their time together at Manchester City. Mancini was Balotelli's manager at both City and Inter Milan, and he was known for giving the young striker a lot of leeway despite his many off-field antics. He often acted as a mentor to Balotelli. However, their relationship began to sour in 2012-13, when Balotelli's disciplinary problems became more frequent. The two clashed on several occasions, both during training and in matches. In January 2013, Mancini had enough and publicly criticized Balotelli, saying that he was unmanageable. A few days later, Balotelli and Mancini had a heated argument on the training ground, which resulted in Mancini pushing Balotelli to the ground. The incident was caught on camera and went viral, and it effectively marked the end of Balotelli's time at City. Despite their feud, Mancini has always said that he believes in Balotelli's talent. He has also said that he regrets the way things ended between them. In a 2019 interview, Mancini said, "Mario is a good guy, but he is also a very complicated person. He made a lot of mistakes, but he is still a very good player." Balotelli has also spoken about his feud with Mancini. In a 2018 interview, he said, "Roberto is a great manager, but he is also a very demanding person. I was young and immature at the time, and we clashed on several occasions. But I have learned a lot from him, and I am grateful for the opportunity he gave me." The feud between Mario Balotelli and Roberto Mancini is one of the most memorable in recent football history. It is a story of two talented individuals who struggled to get along. Despite their differences, they both achieved great things together, and they both remain highly respected figures in the game. These are some of the greatest clashes between football players and managers. Notably, coach versus player conflicts are a part of sports, and they can sometimes be entertaining and even inspiring. But it's important to remember that these are real people with real feelings, and that these conflicts can have a real impact on their lives. So, let's try to be understanding and compassionate when we see these conflicts unfold. And let's also remember that, at the end of the day, we're all rooting for the same thing, a great game.